Hello friends, welcome to Blearing Club. So after a long time I am making a Python tutorial video from 0 to Pro. So if you revise Python, then this video is also helpful for you, and if you learn about Python, then absolutely you are at the right place. So I will cover from basic to everything almost, and please stay with this video. So what is the Python? Python basically a programming language, and you should learn in this era because Python is the backbone of everything like data science, web development, machine learning, AI, and all. So here in this tutorial I will show you, and in this tutorial I will use the Google Colab to write the code. Okay, so here I will write the Python code. Just I write a simple code hello world. So print and then just type hello world. Okay, so I will use this code editor. You can use any code editor like VS Code editor. For VS Code editor you have to download the VS Code download. So you can also download the Visual Studio Code, and please download it. It will be very beneficial for you. And before that you have to install the Python actually. So Python download. So you have to download the Python, and just go to here and just go to downloads and just click here Python 3.14.4, whatever the latest version. Just download it for the Windows, and after downloading the Python, then just check with the cmd. So command prompt, open the command prompt and just type Python here. So yeah, my Python has been installed successfully, otherwise it will show not like that. Okay, so here you can also write the code like Python code print hello world. So just printing any string, any letter or any just like sentence, just use the print statement in Python. So this is a very basic code, print hello world. Okay, so now you can see it, and now quit. So if you run this quick, then automatically Python, the script has been ended. Okay, so and also you can check the version also. So for checking version, just type Python dash dash version. Okay, so my Python version is 3.10.1, but you can install these Python version 3.14.4. Okay, so now I am going to Google Colab. So here I am using Google Colab for the code editor. Okay, so because here I can get the help of AI, so here I can ask the AI for anything. So this is a very advantage for you, because if you stuck with anything you can ask here. So yes, it makes sense. use use the AI to learn the Python. Okay, so here just type I just show you what is Python. What Tell me more about Python. Okay, so tell me more about Python programming. So yeah, you can write prompt here and it will generate the answers for you. So if you start with any code, just copy it and paste it here, and you can ask anything. So here Python is a very high level language, and interpreted language, that means it will execute line by line actually. Okay, so in C++, first it will compile then run, but in Python it will run line by line. This is the interpret system. So it is very easy to learn, versatile and extended libraries. NumPy has a lot of libraries: NumPy, Flask, Django's, Pandas, and Django and Flask for the web development, and TensorFlow for machine learning, and cross platform like Windows, Mac OS, Linux, everywhere supported. Okay, so Python has also the large community. So I just click here and I will type write a short example, short code example in Python. So here in this way you can create the prompt, or you can write the prompt and it will generate the answer for you. So if you ready with this prompt, if you accept this prompt, then just click on accept. Okay, so here this is it will create a function that calculate the square of the number. Here you can see this function will calculate the square of the given number. Don't worry about this function Python, I will cover everything, but just I want to show you how can you use the Google Gemini, this AI, to the Google Colab. So basically, if you use the Google Gemini, then that will be very helpful for you for everywhere you stuck, because you have to learn first in this era. So, and you have to learn most of the things within a short span of time. So Gemini will help you. So you can see here also this code description is here. So this code defines the function calculate square. This is the function name, and the one of the that will actually return the square of the given number. Okay, return the square of the given number and return the number into number, you can see. And I will explain the definition for Python function in later on, but just see how is Gemini generate the code or generate the answer for you, and it will be very helpful for you throughout your Python journey. Okay, so now, so you can see it all. Okay, so now I go here. So I will cover the introduction, variable types, operator, string, condition, loops, comprehension, and list, tuples, dictionary, set, function, OOPs, and object-oriented programming and classes. That this video will be very comprehensive video. Please stay with me, and I will provide the study material also. So first of all, the Python introduction. Okay, so what is the Python? Python is very high level language, interpreted language, and general purpose programming language. And Python use the indentation. Okay, so indentation means line by line code. Like indentation, I will show you what is the indentation. So here you can see the print hello world, and now I just give a space here and type print something, but it will give me an error because just print something, because here I didn't do a right indentation. Okay, so you have to do proper indentation. So now Python follows a proper indentation style. You can see it, the proper indentation style. So print statement, it is used to print anything. So yeah, if you want to print welcome to Python, so just type welcome to Python. I just delete this code first. Okay, so just type print and then type welcome to Python, and that should be in double quote. Okay, so now hit shift enter, so you can see welcome to Python, and now go to here. So in this way you can print anything. This is the integer. Python automatically detects the number, the 42, it is an integer. For 3.14, this is an float type. So just print here, just go to here and just type print 42. So you can see 42 printed, but if you want to check the type of 42, so you can also check the type also. So I just create a variable x equal to 42 and just hit enter and just type print type of x variable. X is a variable which store the 42 value, and then I want to print the type of x. So now shift enter. So you can see it is an integer. You do not define int or anything with 42, it will automatically fetch. If I put here 42.2 and then I just run this code again, print type of x, so you can see the float type number. So it will automatically detect the number, whether it is a integer or whether it is a float or string. So in this way you can print anything. Okay, so now here you can also use input basically type name and input. What is your name? Then I will just run it, then you will you will understand easily. Okay, so Python, I just run the script and just type name and input. What is your name? So I just run it. So it will you have to provide the answer. Okay, so my name is B Learning Club or John. So basically it will fetch the input from the user. Okay, so if you want to print also, so just here I just change the code. So here you can also print the name, and for the print name you have to store the input in the name variable. Okay, so I have already stored the name into an input variable, so I just print print name. Okay, so my name is John. Okay, so whatever user do input, that will store in the name variable. Okay, so you can also print this variable by just doing the print statement. So yeah, input always return a string. Remember, if you input a integer, that will be fetched as a string. Okay, so just I will show you. So if again I'm just copy this and paste this. What is your name? So I just type 42. Okay, now I just want to check the type of name. So basically in basic sense, it is a 42, it is an integer, it will return the integer if I check the type of this name. So just print and type of this name variable, and now you can see this is a string because input always take as string, no integer, no float, only take the string. Okay, so now the next section, the variable and the types. So here in the variable are types, so there are integer type, float type, string type, boolean type, non-type also, and multiple assignment. You can use multiple assignment like x equal y equal z equal 0. That means 0 is the value for x, y and z. Also you can use the a comma b comma c. That means the value of a is 1, the value of b is 2, and the value of c is 3. You can also multi-line assignment. Okay, so this is the integer type, 25 is the integer type, and 19.99 is the float type. I will not take much time on this. Just I'm just telling you what is the variable type. So first, you integer, you know about integer, and the float and string is any word, sentence, whatever is inside the inverted comma. Okay, so boolean is a true or false value, and non-type is none, and multiple assignment is this. So I just want to show you how can you do multiple assignment. Now here just type a comma b comma c equal 2 comma 3 comma 4. So ABC are the three variables. The value of A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. So I just print only A. So now you can see the 2. Okay, if you want to print C, just type C here, and now the value is 4. Okay, so you can see here also. So now the next thing is you can also check the type of the type of this variable. So just go here. So I already show you how can you check the type. So just here just hit enter and just print. You can check the type of any variable. So I want to check the type of B. Okay, so now shift enter, and you can see the class is integer for B. And now I just remove the 4, and here instead of 4 I just type B learning. Okay, so C will store the string B learning. So if I check the type of C, that will be string. Okay, so now shift enter. So here you can see this, the class is the string and print c, that is b learning, you can see. So 2 value of a is 2, value of b is 3, value of c is b learning. Okay, so you can do multi-line assignment also by Python. Now I'll cover the type conversion. So if you want to change the 42 as from string to integer, from integer to string, you can do that. So x equal 42, but it is inside the quote, so that means it is a string. So here I just type any variable like y equal 42. So this is a string, this is an integer, but if I type z equal 42 inside the quote second inverted comma, so that this is a string. So if I check print, then type of y, and again I want to check the type of z also. So you can see for y it is the integer, and for z it will be string, because it is z is inside the inverted comma or the quotation. Okay, so uh, I just want to change 42 data type, that is the string, to integer type. So how can I do that? So just don't do anything, just type integer, just create a variable v and equal int and put the variable z. Okay, so that means the value of z has been converted to integer. Okay, so now if I check the type of, if I check the type of v, that will be integer. So if I check the type of v, you can see it, that will be, that will be, sorry, not z, that is v, type of v. Okay, so if I check the type of v, that will be integer, because I had converted the string to integer type. So just type int and put the variable z or whatever the variable, then it will convert it to integer from string or from float. Okay, so if the float, this is 42.8, it is a float, but I want to change these as an integer. So also the same thing, we create a variable v and then we equal to int z. You can directly put also int z, don't create the variable, but creating variable is the best practice. So now just I also want to print the value of v. So now just hit shift enter. Okay, so here is with the base of 10, so you cannot change this. This is a float, so you cannot change this as an integer. Okay, but if you change y, then you can do it. Okay, so just change the y. So instead of z, change the y. So you can change float to integer, but here float and string both of there, you cannot change string and float both of them to integer in one go. Okay, so here it is a float, but you can change it also. So just print type of y and the print type of y and just print y, and now shift enter. You can see y is 42.8 and z is 42.8, it is an string, and v is a variable which stores the value of y but as an integer. So you can check here, you can check that class is float, but it should be integer. Okay, just check the value of v. Actually I store the integer value inside the v, so be careful with that. So print the type of v, and now print v, actually not y, so sorry for this mistake. And now just hit enter, and you can see the integer is type of this y is integer. That means type of this v is an integer, because y it is an float and I converted y to the integer. And now you can see the value of v, that is the integer of y, and integer of y it is float y, that is 42.8, but its integer version is 42. This is the lower side. Okay, so in this way you can convert a float to integer and a string to integer, but remember, for a string to integer you have to remove the floating function, float for not floating function, that is whatever the after the point, or you have to just put the integer value inside the string. Okay, so I just put a value 100, so this is a string, so whatever is inside the quote or inverted comma, so that is treated as string. It would be single inverted comma or double inverted comma, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now jet uh, so tell me, what is the type of jet? So type of jet would be string. You can check here, type of jet would be string, because it is inside inside the inverted comma. Okay, so you can also convert this jet into the integer by just type the int and just uh, pass the value of jet and just check v, v, print the type of v. Type of v will be what? Type of v always be integer, and this integer, and this is you have to pass the jet for making jet string value to the integer value. So now you can see here class is integer. So I hope you understand how can you convert the from one data type to other data type. This is very easy actually. So here are the lot of example. So here n equal to 3.7, so this is a float number, and you can change it by the integer. Just put integer and just put the variable int, then put the variable n. So I will show you just one more time here, and now just again a variable a equal 2.8, this is a variable, and just type print integer of a. So the a will convert it to integer, that means 2.8 will convert to integer. So you can see here the integer value is 2. Okay, so yeah, and also you can change any integer to float, like here this is an integer 2, but I want to change it to float. Okay, so just type float and pass the variable, and now just hit enter, and you can see it 2.0. Okay, so this is a float number. So yeah, in this way you can change from any data type to another data type. So some of the data types you can see: integer data type, whole number, or unlimited sizes. Their whole number, that means 42 minus 7 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, whatever the whole number is. Then float is 3.14 minus 2.45 3.56 10.58, whatever the decimal number for 64-bit. This is the float number. And complex number, I think you already studied in math in the complex plane, that is iota or whatever j, whatever you are using, yeah, a plus ib, that 3 plus 4j. Okay, so these type of number are the complex number. And the string always in the inverted inside the inverted comma. So string always inside the inverted comma, whatever it is, a number or word, sentence, anything, but if it is inside the inverted comma, then it is a string, remember friends. And bool is value is true or false, boolean value, and non type is only the non value. List is always inside the third bracket, and tuple is inside the first bracket. And dict is a dictionary in Python. I will explain in later. So first of all, it is the key and this is the value. So dict will has two things, first of all key and value. Okay, and the set is the unordered unique element, so that means it is not ordered, you cannot fetch the element by its index in set. So but also in tuple you cannot change the tuple, it is immutable sequence and ordered sequence. Okay, so you can fetch the value of tuple by index also, and you can fetch the value of list by list also. You can append the list, edit the list, remove the list. It is a mutable sequence, okay, and ordered sequence. So this is the list, tuple, dictionary and set. Okay, so now I will go to the operator. So first of all, performing calculation and comparison, the Python using the operator, arithmetic operator, comparison operator, assignment or bitwise operator for assigning the value. N equal to 10, that means the value of n is 10, and x equal to 5, that means the value of x is 5. So this is the assignment. And identity and membership. Okay, so identity and membership, that means if you want to check a is b or not, a equal c or not, that means a or c is same or not, it will return the boolean value. So I will explain one by one. So first of all, the arithmetic operator do the arithmetic operation. So just I will show you what is the arithmetic operation. A comma b. So I'm taking the two variables here, ab, and value of ab is 5 comma 9, 5 comma 9, 5 comma 9. So value of a is 5 and value of b is 9. So I am doing some arithmetic operation. Print a plus b. Okay, so yeah, a plus b will be 14. You can also do a multiply by b and 45. So this is an simple arithmetic operation by the arithmetic operator. And the floor division, so a divided by b, this is the floor division. What is the floor division? I will explain. So yeah, taking the variable a is like 16 and b is like 3, so a floor division by b. So the value will be 5. That means what is the floor division? So 16 is what, if you divide 16 by 3, that will I think return 5.333. So the floor division will return the whole number or the integer, so that is the 5. Okay, so this is the floor division also. And now this is a modulo, that means the remainder. And you can also do the exponentiation, that means the square, cube or anything. So directly, if I want to get the 2 square, so I just have to type 2 multiply first, then again I have to type multiply sign and 2, that means 2 to the power 2. Okay, so that is the 4. What is the value of 2 to the power 4? That is 16. So you have to type 2 multiply 4, that means 2 to the power 4, and 2 to the power 4 will return the 16. Okay, so in this way you can get the value of a to the power b also. So now the comparison or logical operator. So comparison or logical operator will always give you the true or false. So here you can see x equal 5, that means the value of x is 5. So print x equal to 5, that means data type and the number and the value is same, that will return the true. So just go here, x equal 56 whatever, and just a print x equal 56. So yeah, for checking x equal 56 or not, so that is true. Yes, x equal 56 because x has the value 56. This is the assignment operator. Okay, remember this equal first equal one time equal sign is the assignment operator, that is you have to assign the 56 value to x, but this is for checking. Okay, comparison or checking. So a value of x is 56 or not, so just check with some other number 46. Okay, run it. So false, that means the value of x is not 56 also. So okay, so I want to show you. So if it is a string, x is a string, now I have write the 56 inside the inverted comma, so this is become a string. But if I want to check this 50 x equal 56, so what will it return? It will return false because x equal to 56, the value is same but not the data type. The data type here it is a string, so that's why it will return the false. Okay, so I just remove it and now this become the integer and the value is also same, and now it will return the true. Okay, so this is very important in Python for comparison. And this is the not equal sign, that is, I just show you here, for x not equal to, okay, so x not equal, this is the sign for the not equal. This sign is for the not equal. This is a greater than, is the less than equal. You can check this also, but this sign is for not equal. So if not if, just print x not equal to 56, just run it. False, because x equal to 56. If I change to any number rather than 56, then it will show the true, because x not equal to 56. Okay, so this is the comparison and logical operator. And also you can check the interval, x is in some interval or not. So just check these examples also. Now coming to the assignment and bitwise operator. So n equal to 10, that means you assign the value of 10 to n. So here I just show you, and n plus equal 5 means n equal n plus 5, n minus equal 3 means n equal n minus 3, n star equal means n equal n star 2. That means, so I just put the value n equal to 10, and then just put the this I assigned the value n equal 10. Okay, so now just put n plus equal 3, that means n plus 3. So value of n is what? 10. 10 plus 3 is what? 13. So now the value of n is what? 13. So if you now print the value of n, so that will return what? That will return 13, because n equal n plus 3. And if you again just type n plus equal 20, that means n equal 10 plus 3 plus 20. So whatever the value will be, that will be printed. So 33. So n plus equal means whatever the previous value of n, that will add it with whatever value you have typed. Okay, so n plus equal 20 means n equal n plus 20. The same thing for the minus, n minus 3 means n equal n minus 3. So that means 10 minus 3, what will give? The 7. So just remove it and run it, shift enter, and the 7. Okay, so in this way you can also do the multiply equal, that means n equal n into uh, whatever the value, 2 or 3, whatever you have typed. So also you can do the power functions and float division functions also. And these are some bitwise operators. This is the AND, OR, NOR, XOR, sorry, not NOR, XOR, and if A and B are true, so you can use in the Python functions or logical functions and whatever. So this is a bitwise operator. So AND, OR, XOR. Okay, so now just going to the identity and membership. So identity membership, that means A is B, that is true or not, A is C, that is true or not. Already A, B, C are defined, you can see. And I just check you, I just type here A equal 6 and C equal 10. So just type print. So print A is C. So what will it return? It will return false, because A is not C. But if both are same, then it will return true. But if one is integer and one is string, then what happened? It will return false, because both the data type and the value should be same. Okay, so these kind of things is the identity and membership. So Here equal sign I already just define, I already show you what is the equal. A equal C, so the same value and the same data type also. So you can also check something like 2 is in a list or not. So first of all you have to make a list for this. So just x equal a list. Like, how can you write a list? By third bracket. So just 1 comma 2 comma 3. List is a sequence and it is a ordered sequence. Okay, so now you can check, like, print 2 is in the list or not. 2 in list x. Okay, so 2 is inside the list x or not. So yeah, 2, the value of 2 is inside the value of x. So how can you check? Just by in identity and membership operator. So also I just type not in the same way, but this time it will give the false because 2 is inside the x. Okay, if I change the value to 10, so 10 obviously is not inside the x, so this time it will show the true. Okay, so these are some the operators in Python. You can check it these. Okay, this is very easy. You can read and just do more examples. Okay, so string is what? String is basically whatever is written in the inside the inverted comma. So yeah, so here s is a variable which store the value of the hello Python, and it is written in the inverted comma. So that means basically it is a string. Okay, so s is a string. You can check the, you can print the length of the s, what length of that string also. So print by len function, len of s. That means that what is the length of s of, so length of s is 14. That means 14 characters are here. Okay, so you can also check the length of any string. Okay, so also by indexing you can fetch the value. So Python indexing is always start from 0. So this is h is 0, then e is index of e is 1. So just here, so the index of h is 0, the index of e is 1, the index of l is 2 and 3, then 4. So Python index is always start from 0 from the beginning. Okay, so just you can fetch the value like s, and just by indexing I just put 0. That means it will return h because it is start from 0. Okay, then if I want to print it is 1, so that will be e. So the index of e is 1, and the index of o is what? This first o, 0 1 2 3 4. So index of o is 4. So you can see this is has been, o has been printed. So this is indexing, and by indexing you can fetch the value. Also you can fetch the sequence also, and also you can fetch the sequence like I just want to fetch this from o till end. So just type 4 to index number 4 to end, and okay, you can see here. Okay, this way you can fetch the rest of the sequence or whatever, and whatever the range you can select the range also. Okay, so yeah, you can see o to p. So the index of o is what? Index of o is 4 because it is start from 0, h0, e1, l2, l3, o4, and comma 5 space 6, and p is 7. Okay, so always remember whatever it is in the last that will excluded, but first it is first index is included, just like 0 to 3. So yeah, so you can see hel, the index of h is 0, the index of e is 1, and index of l is 2, but the second index of l is 3, that is not printed, just like 0 to 4. I just show one more example here. So hell, hell, but o has not printed. So yeah, first index is included but last index is not included. The index of h is 0, the index of e is 1, the index of l is 2, then the index of second l is 3. and the index of O is 4, but O is not printed because the last, whatever type the last, it is excluded. Okay, so yes, in this way you can fetch the sequence. So yes, also you can use the step for every second character. How can you using the step? So I just want to fetch the every second character from this sequence, so just type step. So every second character starting from 0, so 0, then second character will be what, L, but that means it will skip one character. Okay, so I want to print every second character. Just I just increase the range like 6. So yeah, so it will print the every second character starting from 0. So first character is H, and the every second character is the next second character is L, the next second character is O. Okay, it will skip the one character between these, so every second character. So you can define the step also. Okay, so yeah, if you just remove this range, that means you want to fetch full sequence. You are not defining any range, that means you want to fetch the full sequence from H to this exclamatory sign, that means the end portion. Okay, but I want to fetch the every second element starting from H, so that's why I put the step value is 2. So yeah, so starting from H, the every second element is L, then O, then space, then Y, then H, then N. Okay, you can see it. Okay, and that's the way to defining the step. And also you can in reverse the step by just doing the minus sign, -1, -2, whatever you want. And also you can concatenate the string. And how can you concatenate the string? Just use the plus sign. So yeah, now the concatenation, the string X is a string is like hello, and then Y is a string is the store the value of John. And now concatenate the string, that means add the string X to Y, print X plus Y, the concatenation. Okay, so you can see hello John, but I want to give a space between them, so just type a space and just type the plus by, and now just print, so hello John. So X plus space plus Y. So you can learn how can use the concatenation in the string just by using the plus sign. If string formatting, it is a very simple formatting. So what is the if string formatting? So just here I just want to type hello and then any other name. So just I want to type hello and then any other name like Matty. Okay, so I just want to print hello Matty, but here just only print Matty, but I want to use this variable to print the hello Matty. So for this just put here if before the inverted comma. Okay, so and now just inside the inverted comma and put a curly bracket. Okay, inside this curly bracket just put the variable value, well not the variable value, variable, it is the X. So X variable store the value is hello. Okay, so now run it. So hello Matty. So X variable will store have stored the value hello. Then I can use this variable inside a string by if string method. Okay, so I can change this also, hello John, hello whatever Ronnie. So just print, now you can see hello Ronnie. Okay, so I'm using this variable by if string inside the string. So if string is very simple. So here are some example of if string, but the basic idea is that. Okay, So you can also use the format method, just like so. Here it is you can print the hello Ronnie by f string and also use by format method. So for the format method you have to use a variable. So like just z is the variable and y, z is the variable, and just copy this. I don't want to write the okay, so if I copy this I need name and age variable also. mm, Leave it here. So here I will show you by this thing. So here the number the number is also, this thing is also inside the curly bracket, and now the number is what, format, and just type x, hello Ronnie. So for inside this curly bracket the value of x will store. So instead of a f string you can, oh sorry, this is this thing has been printed, and but I want to print that z also. Print z. So this number is, arey yaar, sorry, this is not a number. I just change this to a number, and yeah, now print it. So yeah, the number is 10, but also you can see the 10 Ronnie because here I use the x variable, and if what is the value of x variable is 10. So yes, just like p equal hello. Now use the p variable inside the f string. So now the variable p, that is the hello, will be printed hello Ronnie, and then the number is this curly bracket will take the value the x. So by using format or if string you can print anything inside the string. So just hit enter and you can see hello Ronnie. This is this line, print hello then Ronnie, and then z has been printed, the number is 10. Okay, so you can use format or if string in this way. Now we move to the conditional statement of control flow. If, elif and else for the creating the condition like x equal 10. Okay, so if x is greater than 5, if x is greater than 5, then print x is greater, sorry it is inside the inverted comma, x is greater than 5. Okay, so first value of x is 10. So here I just type a condition, if x is greater than 5, then this the statement has printed, that will print it. Okay, so yeah, just run it. So yeah, condition is matched because x is greater than 5, the value of x is 10 and 10 is greater than 5. So yes, the condition has been matched, so that's why it is printed. But if this is 3, then what will happen? So nothing will be printed because this condition is not matched. For this you have to use the else with right indentation, ELH. Okay, so remember friends the indentation. So whatever the code you have written inside this, so this will treated under the if. Okay, so then in the right indentation you have to maintain for the next line. So yes, you can see the indentation, if else and these things are in the same indentation, but the print, this is the code for if, so that's why you just give a space to for right indentation. But if you do these things, that will show an error because these all are thing in the same line. So you have to do space for right indentation because this line is the code line for this function. this if. Okay, so now for the else, I have to also say just print here x is greater than 5. Okay, so now x is not greater than 5. So if this condition does not match, then else block, the code is inside the else block will be run executed. So yes, x is not greater than 5 because the value of x is 3. So if the value of x is 10, so yes, x is greater than 5 because the condition has been matched. Okay, so yes, inside the if I just want to add more condition. So for this elif, uh, with the elif statement I will do add more condition. Elif x equal 5, then also print x equal to 5. Okay, so just run it, hit enter. So x is greater than 5. Now just x is 6 not 4 and run it, and you will see the else block code. X is not greater than 5, and if I change to value of 5, then what will happen, then you will see the x equal to 5, this block code. You can add elif more number of times. Okay, so here you can see this code. So first score is 85, then if the score is greater than equal to 9, then grade is a variable that will store the value a. If elif the score is greater than equal to a, greater than equal to b, then the grade is will be b. Otherwise elif the score is greater than equal to 70, the grade will be c, or else grade is f. So if I copy this and just paste it here. So first of all, score is 85. If score greater than equal to 90, the grade is a variable, will store the value of a. Elif the score is greater than equal to a 80, then the grade will be b. If the score is greater than equal to 70, then the grade will be c. So here 2 time elif has been used, so you can't use elif multiple number of times, and but if or else one number of times. So if this all condition does not match, then elif the code inside the elif block will run. Okay, so here using if string, the grade will be shown. So the grade is what, just type, so grade is b because the score is 85. So just type my grade. Okay, so you can also the name of the student by name variable, name equal just type John. Okay, so the student name is John. So here using f string, just before the inverted comma type f, and instead of my just type the variable, and what is the variable is name. So sorry, name variable has stored the value John or whatever you have typed. So yes, let's change it to 60, lower grade. So grade is F because it does not match any condition, so it is match only else condition. So the grade is 75. If the grade is 7, I'll just remove this here. If the grade is 75, then the C will be printed. Okay, John grade is 75 and this is C. Okay, so you can put also score also by f string, and score is also just type the value of the variable score. Okay, so John grade C and score is 75. If I change to 95, you can see John grade is A and score is 95. So I think you have understand the control flow statement. Okay. So inside the control flow statement you can also the match instead of if. So this is only available after 3.10 version. So what is the match function? It is basically use the case. So like score, not score, I just type a number here, number, and number is too big name variable, so x equal to 5. Okay, so match, match, and you can see the match will take the first variable. So what is the variable here? The my variable is x, match x. First case case 1, if the value of x is 1, then sorry, if the value of x is 1, then print x is 1. Then second case, I just do the right indentation, and case 2, the value of x is 2, then print x is 2. So the third case, if the value of x is 3, then print x is 3. So yeah, just put the value x is 2 and run it, x is 2. Okay, so the second case is matched because the variable value 2, that is the value of x, has been matched. So the match function basically the alternative of if after the 3.10 version of the Python. So here you have to type the match keyword, then the variable name x, so then the case, then the value of the variable. So after the case you have to type the value of the variable. So here you can see after the case keyword, just type the value of the variable. If the value of the variable is 5, then print the, if the value of the variable is 5, then print x is 5. Okay, so I just change it to 5 and shift enter. So x is 5 because the case 5 is match. That the case, it is not a case 5 because it is a value of this x variable, whatever you have right after match function. Okay, so this is the this 5 is the value of the variable. Okay, so in this way you can use the match also instead of if. So these are some conditional or the control flow statement. And now the loops, you can use a for loop, while loop, jeep, and map. So first, for loop is what is the loop is the iteration. Okay, so just like I want to show you what is the loop at first. X equal 1, and then for I just print I have to type a list here, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, so for I in x, okay, and then type print I. So yes, so x is a list, then for I in x, that is I is the variable that will fetch the every value of x one by one. So you can see it, the variable I will fetch the every value of x one by one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and yes, so the loop will end at here after the value of 7. So this is a loop, basically this is a for loop, and you can do also operation. So whatever is your the code inside the for loop, so this code will be treated as the code of the for loop. So here if you do the operation like I plus equal 1. That means that every time you adding the value of 1, that means it will end it here with 8. Just hit enter and you can see the value is 8 because you want to just add the 1 with every I value. That means every value of x, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So first value will be 2, second value will be 3, and the last value is 8. So you can do the operation also inside the for loop. So yeah, this is the basics of the for loop. Okay, yeah, I just want to so the range function basically take the three things: start, stop and step. So yes, for I, not for I, just again, yeah, for x in range, for x in range, I just want to range 1 to 20. So always remember friends, 1 is included but 20 is excluded. So first is start and then 20 is stop, and step is 2 3 whatever you taken. Step is 3. Okay, then print x, print x. Okay, so just shift enter, you can see 1, then the step is 3, that is the 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13, 13 plus 3 is 16, then 16 plus 3 is 19. So step is 3. If I change the step is 2, that means 1 3 5, every odd element will be printed. Okay, so 1 3 5, these things. So if I change to range 1, this is 2 to 20, so that means every even element, so 2 4 6 8 8 14 16 18, but not 20 because 20 is excluded friends. Remember friends, the start is always included in Python, the next the stop is always excluded in Python, in also the index slicing also. Okay, so you can use the range function also, this is built-in function in Python. Okay, so you can create the list of fruits and just print the fruits one by one, and you can check this example also. So while loop is has a condition that eventually become the false, that the loop will the stop. If the condition is false, then loop will stop. So I just show you why. X equal 10, while x is less than 10, then x plus equal 1 and print x. Sorry. Obviously friends, p is the small, and now you can see nothing has been printed because the value of x is 10. So here I create the condition x, if the x is less than 10, then x will be x plus 1, that will continue. So here I just change this to 0, then it will run. Okay, so until the condition is matched, first x is value of x is 0, then the condition is matched, then x is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, then print 1. Then next the value of x is 1, already I have stored the value x equal to x plus 1, so the next value x is 1, then also second condition is also matched, 1 is less than 10, then 1 plus 1 is 2, then also 2 is less than 10, then it will continue until the 10 value, because when the value reach the 10, that means x equal 10, that means x plus equal that is, this condition will not match na, x is less than 10. If you just put here equal, then it will do one more step to 11, up to 11 na, you can see. Okay, so I think you understand the crux. Okay, so now You can also use the zip and map. So here zip is nothing but showing the two values at a time, and here zip means what? Zip means short, or the iterate the two list together shorter. That means zip is zipping anything, that means the short or reduce the things. Okay, so just here I just take it this example. So here first name, and it is a list of names, and score, it is a list of numbers. Now zip, iterate the two list name and score in zip names and score. Name and score as a variable, it will fetch names and the value of names and score at a time together. So now, so iterate, for iterate to list, you can also zip function. Zip function will shorter your code. Okay, so you zip the things. So yeah, first alias, this is the name and the value is 90. First you have to print name, then you have to print the score, but this name and this score variable is this name and this score variable's value, and it will fetch the names and score from here. So you can see names and scores. Okay, variables are case sensitive, you know, so zip names and score. Okay, so if you want to iterate the two lists together, you can use the zip. Here it is the example, names and score. Names is a variable storing the name, and score is the variable scoring the score according to the name. So for name comma score in zip of names and score. Okay, so first name is the alias, first score is the 90. First name, then second is Bob, and the score is 85, then Carol, and the score is 92. So this is basic of zip function. So now move to the, I think I have covered the zip and while and for loop. Yes, so yeah, I have covered the for loop, while loop, and the zip, and here you can see the lambda function also. So what is the lambda function? Actually I will cover it in the functions, but now just here I just show you. So lambda is a function in one line. Okay, so if you want to create a function like square, it's square, just the variable square, and it will take, you can see here automatically because of AI, and the just square lambda lambda, and the variable is x, and now type the expression. X is a variable, now type the what is the square? The x to the power 2, and it is x, and into x you can create x into x, that is x square, or also you just type x double time multiple sign to 2. Okay, so this also be the square function. So just any one you can use, x star x or x double star 2 for the square function. So for the square function I use x to the power 2, and just print square of 5, and now just you can see here. So that's why I'm using the Google Colab, because of the AI. So I also suggest you that learn with Google Colab, because it's very easy, and here if anywhere you stuck, you can ask here also from at Gemini. Okay, so this is very interactive actually with Gemini, and thanks to Gemini. Okay, so now, so these are lambda function, these are one liner function. So square is a function, it will take the single variable x, then expression of x is x to the power 2, that is x the 2 times multiple in then 2, that is x to the power 2. So then just type print, then square is a function name, and value of 5. 5 is the value of x here, that is 5 to the power 2. If I put 6 here, that means 6 to the power 2, that will return the 36 also. So yeah, this is a square function in with lambda. So yeah, I will cover it in the function, but here you may some doubt with this lambda, so you can check now. Okay, so now go to the comparison. Now friends, very interesting topic, it is the comprehension. So you can just type in one line. So I just show you what is the comprehension actually. So here I have already created the square function, but if I want to create the square function with the for loop, and for loop will fetch the range actually. So what I have to do, so just type square square equal square equal x, and is a variable, and double stack 2, or x multiple multiple 2, or whatever x multiple x, so just it's up to you. Okay, then for x in range 1 to 6. Okay, so just third bracket here, and otherwise you have a syntax error. So here you can see x to the power 2 for x in range 1 to 6. Range 1 to 6, I already show you what is the range function. 1 to 6 means 1 2 3 4 5, 6 will be excluded. So this is one in one line. So for x in range 1 to 6 and x to the power 2, it is the code inside the for block. Okay, so x to the power 2 for x in range 1 to 6. So just now print the square. So in this way you can also print the cube in one line by least comprehension. Cube equal x, you can see automatically it has come because of AI. You can see, and just type tab to complete it. So I just type tab to complete it. So you can see x to the power 3, then for x in range 1 to 6 or 1 to 9 whatsoever, but 9 is excluded. I just do it with 10. 10 is excluded, then print the cube. So x to the power 3 for x in range 1 to 10. So this code is inside the for block. So where this code is inside the for block. Okay, x to the power whatever this is, whatever you using the variable with for, so this is inside the for block. So x to the power 3, the for x in range 1 to 10, that means x to the power 3 is the code, it is inside the for block. Okay, now print the cube also. So you can do this with least comprehension. Okay, so this is very easiest. So do not write the number of lines of code, you can write it in one line. Just okay. So yes, now your homework to do more practice with this least comprehension. And yeah, you can also do the condition or filter whatever. So if for just like events, x for x in range 20, if x modulo 2, that means the remainder will be 0 if we divided the x by 2. So just like here, events equal, you can see automatically it has come because of AI. So if I type tab, so x for this is the for loop actually. First see this for loop for x in range 1 to 20, then print the x if this condition is matched. First print the x with this for loop if this condition is matched. What is the condition? Condition is x modulo 2 equal to 0. That means if we divide x by 2 with the every element in the for loop, we divided the every element of for loop by 2, the remainder will be 0. That is the even now. So if I print here that 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18, so here I am explaining one more time events. First event, then print the x for this x loop. X, this is a variable that it will fetch the value or range of 1 to 20, each value one by one, and then it will print. But it will print only if this condition is matched. Okay, so you can use the list comprehension, that is you can use the condition also inside just in one line. Otherwise you can create multiple lines with the normal for loop, that will also okay. So how can you just do it with normal for loop? So for x in range, for x in range 1 to 20, then type if x modulo 2 equal 0, then print, do the right indentation. Okay, so this print is the code block inside if. Okay, then print x, otherwise don't print. So now just type enter, so you can see, but this is not the list. Actually you can store in the list also, store the value of x in as a list also, but this is not the list, but this is the list. This is the list, you can see it is inside the third bracket. This is the list, this is just uh, print the x one by one. Okay, so yeah, this is the list comprehension. So 2 4 6 8 10, so you can store all the value as a list with list comprehension. So first type x, for x in range this, so print x if only this condition is matched. Okay, so this is the list comprehension basically. So now I think you just do these examples, you can easily understand. Okay, so now I hope I have cleared the list comprehension. So comprehensions are generally 2 to 3 times faster than equivalent for loop code. Use the generator expression when you don't need store all the value. Okay, so actually it will reduce your coding time also, and don't need to write the multiple lines. So just do it in one lines with list comprehension. If you need a list of first 20 natural number, if you need the list of the names for the students, so you can use the list comprehension. So now going to the data structure, there are 4 type of data structure. If you the variable using the third bracket, this is the list, and you can see how to create a list. Just type third bracket and then the type list 1 2 3 4 5. This is the list of the integers, and this is a mixed type list. The 1 comma hello comma 3.4 and true, this is a boolean value, this is a float value, this is a string, and this is the integer. Okay, this is a mixed type. You can also nested list also with a list inside the list. So yes, the 1 2 is the first list, second list is 3 4, and 5 6 is the next list. So yeah, this is the nested is the list inside the list. Okay, how can you fetch the element, the nested list? Just by indexing. So nested for 1, that means 3 4. Okay, and then 0 that means is 3, and the value will be what, will be 3. I will show you the nested because this is more complex. Okay, so first I will show you the simple list. Example of simple list, like x is the simple list. X is the simple list of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So print x and just index, do the index. I just want to print take the 4. So what is the index for 4? 0 1 2 3. Always index start from 0. So the 3 is 4. Yeah, so I just put some name here, so the for easier understanding. So x equal, just like put some name here, John comma Rohit comma Virat comma Ronaldo comma Dhoni. Okay, So these are the 5 names list, and I want to fetch the virat name. So virat name is in the 0 1 2 second indexing. So the index of the virat is 2 0 1 2. Okay, so now print and the list variable and then 2, because the index of virat is 2. Okay, so you can see, and I already covered the list and how can you fetch the sequence from the list. Okay, so the next thing is the nested list. Just I spend the time here because you know the how to fetch the value of list, how to fetch the sequence of list, or otherwise you can take help from here. I will provide it. So this is the nested list, list. So first list element is 1 2, second list element is 3 4, and third list element is the 5 6. So if I fetch print nested the variable and I just put the indexing is 0. So in the 0 indexing the number 1 and 2 this has been stored. So you can see 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 this is the 0 indexing, 3 4 this is the first indexing, and 5 6 is the second indexing, the 5 6. Okay, so if I put 2 that will print at 5 6. Okay, 5 6, but I want to only fetch the 5. So then I have to again do the indexing. So 5 it is the 0 indexing in that list. Okay, so the indexing of 5 in that list is 0. So yeah, you can see the 5. So you can use the nested list in this way. So yes, the nested things. So now the list methods, there are some method for add something. You can use the append. So yes, I will show you one by one. So just copy this lst and I will show the some method with list. So yes, list. The first method is the append. So append, that is the if you add any element to that list you have to use the append, and that will end at the end of every list. So just type lst dot append, lst dot append, and I want to append, that will add 9 or 10, and that will add the last of that list. So just print the list, print the list lst. So you can see the 10 has been added to the end of the list. So if you want to add some element, so you can use the append. Okay, so 15. So if I run, then you can see 10 and 15 has been added or appended. So you can also insert any element, like 100 or anything, but then you have to mention the index also. So what? So if I want to add the 10 at the first, so first add 10 as first element, then I have to change this append to insert. Okay, so insert, and then just type index number. Index number is 0 and the value is 10. So in the 0th indexing, that means that at the first element I want 10. So now run. So at the first element is at the first index the value is 10, then 3 1 4, and the last is append. By append you can add the any element at the end of list. Okay, so by insert you can specify the index also. So yes, then there is also the list method like extend, add multiples, and list remove. Then the first occurrence, list remove, that is the if you remove the any number like 1 from that list. I just show you. If you lst dot remove, lst dot remove, and remove the value 10, and now print 10. print this list lst. So yes, you can see the 10 has been removed. So by remove method you can specify the value. Okay, if then value will be removed. Okay, so here you can see 2 times 1. If you put 1 here, then the first element will be removed. Okay, if there is one more more same element, then only the first element will be removed. So you can see here 3 4 1 and 5 first element has been removed, and that will store as a list. But this will not make a copy, this will actually made with this original list. So I already made remove 10, so that's why 10 has been removed. And sorry, because I have to run this code again, so you can see it, the 10, and yeah, you can see it, the 1 has been removed. That's why I'm thinking where is the 10 here. So yeah, 10 is there. And but this is the actually every time you have to run every block, and a particular block you want run. Okay, so this is very important. So now remove 1, and now I just want to remove 5. Just type lst dot remove and the value 5. So yes, these are some method also. You can see the remove method, and you can see also the pop method, remove and return the last. Lst dot pop remove and return the last. Okay, so if I put it here, sorry, if I put it here and print pop and print list, you can see actually what happened. So list dot remove x is not a list. Yeah, I just forget to run the first block. So here first list dot remove 1 from this. So you can see 10 3 4 1 5 15. So first 1 has been removed, and then print the list. So print the list has been printed after removing the 1. Then popped, what is the popped element? This is the last element 15. So popped has been printed. List dot pop, this thing will print the last element of the list. Okay, so 15, and then print the list also. Then 10 3 4 1 5, and if you pop these things, then that means it will also removed. Okay, so if you run this list dot pop, that means you are removing the last element. So if I again run this and print the lst list, then you can see the last element has been removed, 4 has been removed. Okay, so pop will remove the last element, remember. So yes, and sort for sorting the list, and here is a reverse also. Just copy and paste here. Actually I just remove these things and list here and paste it here, and lst before I just remove popped also here from here, and lst chart what sort and reverse sort, remove this thing also. Okay, then print lst. Yeah, you can see sorting with ascending order 1 1 3 4 5. If you want to reverse it, then this is very basic, reverse. Okay, so just run it, you can see the reverse also 5 1 4 1 3. Okay, so this is not sorting actually. This reverse method will reverse the sequence, not sort the sequence. Okay, in descending or ascending order, but sort will sorting the list. Yes, like 1 1 3 4 5. So yes, I think you understood this. And now list dot count the occurrence, how many times one has occurred in the list. So I just copy this. So that means one how many times occurred in that list. So I just want to print also this. So how many times one occurred in that list, that is 2 times, so it will print it. So 2 times occurred one in that list. So yeah, these are some methods, important method, you can check it. So yeah, so you can copy the list also, and also clear the list by dot clear method. So yes, these are some method, you can check it, and here you see which method for what. And now just going to the tuple you cannot change a tuple. Okay, tuple you can write the tuple inside the first bracket. Okay, so yeah, so this is the tuple, this is the tuple, comma, normal. And actually in any Python function you can see the tuple, so you cannot change actually. So just I want to show you how can you create the tuple. So x equal 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So this is a tuple, you cannot change it. Or okay, so yes, so this is a tuple. So if you print the type of x, and it is a tuple. Okay, so now if you want to x dot append and 5, it will not work actually. So it will throw an error because you cannot add something with the tuple, you cannot change the tuple actually. So yeah, it will not work, this append add method will not work with tuple. Okay, so yeah, you can see the point is a variable, will take the tuple 3 4 single 42 comma, and empty tuple you can create also. Okay, so you can fetch the value of the tuple by indexing the same way as list 0 and -1, that is the last element. So actually I forgot to this indexing -1. So by any list or by any tuple, you if you want to fetch the last element, just type the variable of that list, and the value of index is -1. So print the lst and the -1, that is I want to fetch the last element, and last element is 5. Just last here I just type last element of that list. Last element of the list. Okay, so now just put comma and just type this, and yes, the last element of that list is 5. The last element of that list is 5. So how to fetch the last element? Just by indexing -1. Second last element is -2. Third last element is -3. Okay, so that is the minus indexing. So yes, you can see this example of tuples also, but in tuples you cannot add or change anything. So this is the main thing. So dictionary have two values, key and values, two things, key as values. First, these are name is the key and age is the value. Sorry, name is the key and ally is the value, age is the key, 30 is the value, city is the key, NYC is the value. So yes, first how to fetch the name? So just by putting the dictionary person and then fetch the name. So I just copy this. And how can you write the dictionary? By curly bracket. Using curly bracket you can uh, fetch a dictionary. So instead of this I am using the Google Gemini. So yes, just remove it, cancel, and here I just type give me an example of dictionary. Okay, so now Gemini will generate something for you, and you can use the Google AI with Google Colab. Basically this is very helpful for you also. So now, so actually it is generating, so I just cover this thing. When you type the person and by a instead of indexing you have to type the key, a key. Okay, then you will get the value. So I hope, no, it's what I think it has been stuck with something. Okay, so just stop the response and again try one more time. Just give a simple example of Python dictionary. I don't know why it'll take it so much time, yeah. So I just do it manually here. So actually just type paste it here. So every dictionary you have to write inside the curly bracket. So first thing is key, and the second thing is value. Value, and then you can see the first thing is the key and the second thing is value. Third thing is the key and fourth thing is value. If you want to fetch the value of that particular key, then instead of indexing you have to just type the key with dictionary, that is the print person, and here don't do any indexing, just type the key h. Okay, so h is the key, so you can see 30 has been printed. Okay, so now Gemini has been generated a special example for dictionary for you. So this is example for the fruit price map. Fruit map strings to their respective price, that is the fruit and their price. It shows how access a specific item value by its key and how to update a value associated with an existing key. So fruit price. So first this apple, the value is 1. The second is banana, the value is 0.50, orange 0.75. I don't know what currency it is. Okay, so now the print fruit price, then pass the fruit price, it will fetch all the fruit prices. Okay, so then fetch only the key apple, then the value of apple is 1, and the banana fruit price is banana, change this banana value to 0.6. Actually change the price, I don't want to change the price at very first. I just want to print this block only. So you can see the full dictionary has been printed, but instead of full dictionary I want to print the value of apple, so that's why I used that key apple. So you can see here price of apple is 1.0. If I comment out this, then hit enter, then you can see the fruit price and then full dictionary. And but I want to fetch that apple only, so value of apple only. So how can you fetch the value of apple only? So just type the key with this dictionary. So here fruit price is the dictionary and the key is the apple. Okay, then you get the value of apple. So yes, you can get the value of apple. So here is a banana value is 0.5, but you can change the banana value by just type the dictionary. Fruit prices is the dictionary. You can see fruit prices is the dictionary, and the key is banana. And banana value before 0.6 it was 0.5, but now I want to change the banana value to 0.6, so that's why fruit prices, then I put the key banana, and now the value of banana is 0.6. And now the print the price of banana, fruit prices, banana, these you can see this. I just print the fruit prices and key is banana. So now I will get the value of banana. So updated prices of banana is 0.6. So this is a very basic example which Gemini has been generated for dictionary. So yeah, you can use the AI with full efficiency, because you can learn so faster and so comprehensive way with the help of AI. So I always suggest just do with Colab, Google Colab. Do learn with Google Colab so that you can understand easily. And if you stuck anywhere, you can ask Google Gemini instantly. Now I will show you how can you iterate the key and values in any list. So just for iteration, you have to just type the variable at first, x comma y, in the dictionary, and then type dot item. So this is the dictionary, and then dot item. It will fetch the all items in dictionary one by one, and just print key and value. So just copy it and just paste it here. Just print and paste it here. And for key and value in person.item, but here the dictionary name is fruit prices. The dictionary name is fruit prices. So just copy here. So put the right dictionary name. So yeah, you can change the variable key and value to x, y also. So fruit prices is the dictionary name, and item will fetch the all the keys and values. Okay, so you can see apple, bananas, and these things. Apple, banana, orange, and grape. So key and value. So if you change it to x and y, doesn't matter actually. X and y doesn't matter. So then you have to change to key to x and value to y. So first key is x and then value is y. It doesn't matter x or y, but key and value is for your understanding. Okay, so yeah, for x and y in fruit prices dot items, it will fetch the all items one by one. X will store first thing, will store the key, and second thing will store the value. These all are the apple, banana, orange, grape are key, and 1, 0.6, 0.7, 2.5 is value. You can change the value at any time by using the key of the dictionary. Okay, so I think the dictionary, the basic thing in dictionary has been covered. Now set first of things, it is unordered. It cannot fetch the value by indexing. Okay, and yes, how can you write the set with curly bracket? So how can you write the set with curly bracket? I just give an example of set a equal curly bracket 1 comma 3 comma 6 comma, and it is unordered basically, so that's why you cannot fetch. So I just type print the type of set a. So type of a, it is set. Okay, so if you want to fetch the value of a, you cannot fetch the indexing value, you cannot fetch because set is unordered, so it will have an error. So object is not subscriptable and unordered, so you cannot fetch by just indexing. So yeah, it is a main difference with the list. You can also add the element, and but set doesn't have the duplicate element. Okay, so now you can see the union operator, how to create the union. Just first one time this using, I don't remember actually what the call is, but just one time using this you can create the union of the set. So I just want to create a union of set equal 1 1 comma 2 comma 6 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10. I just want to do union of this set, so just print a union, the sign for this union, this, and b, a union b, and now print. So a union b has been printed. You can see a union b has been printed. 1 2 3 6 7 8 9 10, and intersection, just use the and, intersection, use the and. So for and it is the intersection. 1 6 and 9, 1 6 and 9 are common in the both. Okay, so for difference is just minus, and systematic difference you can do it by just this operator. Systematic diff, for the systematic difference you can do it this operator. Okay, so 2 3 7 8 and 10, systematic difference. 2 3 7 8 and 10, these all are the systematic difference, but that is the different element in each set. Okay, otherwise the rest of element are the common in this intersection. So the next thing is duplication trick. So if I just copy it and paste it here and just print nums, so what will happen? This thing has been printed. Okay, now if I so I think okay, see, this is the list actually, so that's why I think why the 1 2 all these things have been printed. So you have to make the list with the curly bracket only, so you can see the 1 2 3, because the list does not have the duplicate value. See friends, list does not have the duplicate sets does not have the duplicate value, but list has the duplicate value. So here you can see this is the list, so that's why it takes the duplicate value. Okay, you can directly convert a list into the set. So how can you convert? Just this method, list set of num. Okay, and you can also change set to list also. I just do it here. So actually this is the list. Okay, so now I just want to this list into set. So how can I change this list into set? Just type set keyword here, 1 2 3. Okay, so this list has been changed to set. So yeah, you have to specify the data type set before putting the variable list, which is the list variable nums. Okay, so you can also change the list to nums. How can you change the list to nums? You just do the same thing. Yeah, that is the type the data type list and put the variable of set. So just I just want to copy and paste it here, and this time this is the set. Okay, so this is the set. So print num. So yeah, you can see 1 2 3, this is the set, but I want make it into the list. So simple, list list keyword and pass the variable nums. 1 2 3, yeah, it has been printed. Okay, so but you can see only 1 2 3 has printed, but not 1 2 2 3 3 3, because it already you can define in sets. So that's why when you are defined in sets, it just stores value 1 2 and 3. It doesn't store any duplicate value. So you cannot do this by just keyword typing the keyword list and passing the nums, because this line is already in this line it has already converted into the sets. Okay, so by the using curly bracket, you just by using curly bracket you define that 1 2 2 3 3 3 is a set. So the nums will store only 1 2 and 3 value. So you can change it the list by specify the list keyword, but does not include the duplicate value, because in the first line it has been converted into the sets. Okay, so I think sets has been covered, and you can check the other thing also, the print 3 in a this is membership. I just membership operator. I already told you what is if 10 is a, if 10 is not is in a, if it is true then it will return true, otherwise false. So this is very easy. How can you add any element to the set? So just type num dot set, num dot add, and just type the element like 6. Okay, so you can see the 6 will add it, the 6 will add it, add 7. Okay, you can see 1 2 3 7, the element 7 has been added with the set. Set has no order. Okay, so this is the difference between the list, tuple, set and dictionaries. I think you have understand the all of these data structure: list, tuple, dictionary and sets. So basically list you have to create with third bracket, tuples you have to create with first bracket, dictionary you have to create with key with value, and set you have to create with curly bracket. List has no order. If you want to add some element, just by using add method. If you want to discard any element, you can discard with the discard method. If you want to check the length of set, you can use the len function, len of a, that is print len of this num. So len of nums will be 4. Okay, 1 2 3 and 7 up. So you can check the length of any set. So now and the tuples are immutable, you cannot change the tuples. And list is just check this list method. These all are important methods, because in sets there is just add or discard or some methods are there, but in list you have to check with append, insert, extend, remove, pop, sort, reverse and count, index, copy, clear, all these things. Tuple you are using with the Python function, and the tuples you cannot change the values, or yeah, dictionary and set. Now going to the Python function.
So now move to the Python functions. So how can you define the Python function? So you have to type the def keyword first, then Python function name, then pass the parameters, then you have to write the code for the functions, and then you have to return the value string, whatever you want. I will show you our simple Python function here with sum of two numbers. So I have to type def keyword, then just type my function name, of sum of two numbers, two sum of two numbers. Okay, so pass the variable x comma y, and now I'm using this variable as return, return return. And now, so I think my net has been disconnected, so just give me some time to connect again. So yeah, so just type return x plus y. Here I am using two parameter x plus y, and this function will return the value of x plus y. So now just I'm taking the parameter values 5 and 6. So just type print here and just type the function name sum of two numbers, and I want to pass the value 5 comma 6. So that means I want to return 5 plus 6. So yes, so it will show the 11. So if I want to return 8 and 9, so it will return 17. Okay, so yeah, 8 plus 8, so it will take some time, I don't know, I think yeah, return 70. So actually you don't have to type the same operations, the same code again and again for the same thing. Like I want to print, I want to just print sum of two numbers, and every time I want to change the value like 8 9 11 12, so whatever. But I don't need to write like 8 plus 9 11 plus 12 13 plus 15 every time. I just set a python functions of sum of two numbers, and these functions will return the values as x plus y as my parameter. Okay, so I'm using this parameter inside my python function. So this is a basic syntax in the python functions. Also you can define any values, like here I am define the values y equal to 11 or something else. So I just copy it and paste it here, and here I am defining the value already y equal to 5. So yes, I am defining y equal to 5. So that means if I pass here, so just I change the function name cons for constant, and here also I want to print that function cons. And now here I have just passed one parameter 8. So this 8 parameter nothing but the x value, and y has already defined inside the function. So I don't need to type that the value of y again. So already the default value of y is 5. So whatever you have set here, y equal to 5, so this is the default value. Okay, so now I don't know why it's not running actually. Yes, you can see the 13. Actually my net has been disconnected again and again, so that I have faced some problem with my network. So you can focus here, just here you can see I have already uh, set the value of y equal to 5. That means y has a default value 5. I don't need to change the value. Okay, so if I want to change the value y equal to 10 or something else inside the same function, I have to just pass one more parameter of values y. Here you can see when I type comma, you can see here I have to type the value. Y already has a value integer 5, so here I just pass 10. So now the default value y equal to 5 is not there. So now the changed value of y is 10. So if I want to print this, now you can see 10 plus 8, 18. So in this way you can set the value. Okay, but if you set the value x equal 5 and you have just pass 8, it will throw an error, because parameter with a default default follows the parameter with a default. Then you have to type the y equal to 0 or something else. Otherwise just move the 5 and you have to set the value y equal to something. So you cannot set the default value x as 15 and y nothing. You have to always set either second or both. Okay, so I think you have understand the simple syntax of the python functions. So now I just here I am showing you one more thing, like this. So this is a greet function. So yeah, this is a greet function. So here this is a def is a keyword. Now just I have typed the function name greet, and first parameter is name and second parameter is greeting. Greeting is hello, I already defined, and I have to I just return a f string with greetings. First it will print and then name. Okay, so now just type greet print print greet, and I have to pass just one parameter name. So yeah, John, because greetings is already defined here. So now just shift enter. Okay, print name error. Greet is not defined. Why? Okay, so I have to run this also. Yes, now hit enter. So yes, hello John. So I directly paste it here, but I just directly paste it here, but I forget to run that block, so that's why it threw some error. So now just print, I have print greet John. So I want to change the hello to hi. So now comma, I just change hi. So now the default value of greeting, this parameter greeting, is now become hi. Okay, so hit enter, shift enter actually. So now it's showing hi John. So yeah, the default value of greetings has been changed. If I remove this hi, then the value default value of greetings will be hello. Okay, so this is also a simple Python function. I think you have understand the Python function as well. So yes, you can pass the arguments where you don't know how many parameters you are using. Just like you want to print total of numbers. So just here that just create a function. Def is a keyword and totals. I don't know how many parameters will be used here. So just type star. So this is called arguments. I don't know actually how many parameters I'm using. So just type nums. And now just be careful with the syntax also in Python functions. Return, return, and just type sum. Sum will um, actually predefined function in Python. It will return the value, the summation of each values. Like if you type 1 2 3 4 5, it will return the value 1 plus 2 plus 3 4 plus 4 plus 5. So sum and pass the variable nums. So you can see here I don't define the parameter like a comma b comma c comma d. Instead of I am using just start nums. I don't know how many times I am using this parameter, so that's why I'm using arguments. Okay, so now just print and just type totals. Totals is a function name, and now just pass the any number of times, integer or float number, whatever you want. So 2 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. So here I have passed 1 2 5 6 7. So I want to return the summation of these numbers, 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. So that's why I'm using here argument star nums. I don't know how many times the parameters will be used here. So here you can see just x and y. I have already defined two parameters are using these functions, but here I don't know how many numbers of parameters are using in these functions. So just hit enter, shift enter. So you can see 21. So if you don't know about how many times the parameters you are using inside the functions, then you can use the arguments just defining star and then pass the parameters name, and you can use the parameters names inside your functions. So yeah, so this is the args. And now just going to the lambda functions. I have already covered. No, so you can write one line function, and so just I want to show you how can you again. I have already shown here. So okay, so just copy it and paste it here. So square is the function name, and lambda square is the function name, and just type equal and lambda x, and x is a parameter here, and just type the code for the functions x star star 2. That means x to the power 2. So that means the function square will return x to the power 2. So this is the syntax of the lambda functions. Now print print sqr square. This lambda is a one line functions square or square and pass only one parameter x. So pass 6, that means it will show 6 to the power 2, that is 36. Okay, so okay, so name error sorry, square. Okay, you can see 36. So just like cube equal lambda, and so pass the parameter lambda and pass the parameter x, and I am using this parameter to return something, x to the power 3. Okay, so yes, cube is the function name, and this function has only one parameter x, and this uh, functions will return x to the power 3. So print cube and just type 4, so it will return 4 to the power 3, that is 64. Okay, so yes, I have issue with some network problem. mm, just yeah, just run it again. Yeah, you can see it's 64. So you can use the lambda to define one line functions. So it is useful for mathematical functions where if you want to return the expression in a single line. So yes, you can use also lambda x comma, just like sum of two functions, sum of two numbers, two number. So it is my variable names, two numbers. So now lambda now pass the variable x comma y, and this function will return x plus y. So now print the function name first, two underscore number, no numbers, and just pass the value of the variables 5 comma 8. So yes, two number in bers, sorry, bers, two numbers. Yes, just uh, hit shift enter, and you can see the 30. So in this way you can define also the functions using lambda in one line. So now inside the Python functions, so one of the very interesting thing here, so it is the LEGB, local enclosing global. That means here you can see x is a variable, it's using outside the functions, x is a variable, it's using inside the functions, and x is another variable which is using the inside of the functions with another functions. Okay, so if I copy this just here and paste it here, so first priority will be local. Okay, so yes, just run it, outer, and call it. Already print function is there, so I don't need to write print. So first you can see local. Okay, so inside that function whatever it is using, so then the priority will be this enclosing. Okay, then the last priority will be global. Okay, so if you are not defining x inside your function, it will take the value whatever the global variables like x. So just here, so yes, print x. If I remove this, not remove the, I just comment out this, and also just commenting out this, and now just run it. So out, sorry, run it again, this, you can see global. Okay, so if I'm not define x, the value of the x variable inside the any functions, it will take the variables value from the outside of the functions if it is already defined. So yes, so the first priority is the local, then enclosing, and then the global variable. Okay, so yes, I think you have understood this. This is a very simple LEGB, local, enclosing, then global. First priority would be local, whatever the inside the main functions, then the global, what is using the these functions outside the main functions. And if you forget to put the value of this variable x which have already defined outside the functions, then it will take then the global variable value x. So yeah, you can call it the global variable x because you are using this variable inside the functions. Okay, so yes, the first priority is the local, then enclosing, then the global variable. The global variable is outside the functions. Okay, so now I think you have understand the lambda scope and the Python functions, then basic syntax, and how can you create the functions, the arguments actually. So you can also go through this. I have also uploaded mm, in the below description sections. You can check it from there for the PDFs and for the study notes. Okay, so yes. So now multiple return, you can also just, this is the multiple return function, so you just go through it and this is very easy. Also you can define the parameter as integer, and just this sign means you are returning the functions as integer. Okay, so yeah, you can use this sign to return anything as integer. It will return integer at anyhow. Okay, so you are defining here that this function will return the integer. Now move to the Python OOP, object oriented programming. So this is one of the important aspect in Python, object oriented programming. You have to create class and objects, then you have to create the instance. So how can you create a class? You have to type the class as a keyword, and then type the class name, and then the code for the class. Okay, the class have the methods, the functions. Okay, so yeah, you can type any number of times methods, that means the functions inside the class. So you can call any functions inside the class. So yes, I just show you a very simple example with a student class. Okay, so here it is a student class, and this class will show you student name and the age. Okay, so here the first class keyword, then the name of the class is student. Okay, so now you have to type def and keyword, def keyword, and just pass init dash dash init. Okay, so init always take self argument, so that's why you have to type the self, and then name and the age. Name and age are the variable I'm using inside that function, so indentation is very important. So when I have to pass the variable, or when I have to define the value of the variable, then I have to type the self dot name. Self dot name, it is already defined in the parameters, and it will store the value name, and self dot age equal age, it will store the value of age. So here name and age, it is this whatever with self dot name and self dot it is the parameter, not this name and age. So yes, you and uh, you can see it. Now just remove it also, and yes, so now you can see the method def, so it is also inside the class. So right indentation I have to use. So def is the display is the method, so there is a function actually. So def, a method is a functions inside the class. Okay, so method is nothing but a functions inside the class. So I have to define these functions display and pass the self argument as well, and then just print in self dot name and self dot age with the help of ape string. Okay, so self dot name is this variable self dot name, and self dot age is the variable self dot age. Okay, so now just creating a instance using this class. So yeah, a1 or student1, whatever you are, s1, that means student1. Then what is the class name? Stude, and student is the class name. And pass the value of name equal John, and then value of age equal what? Age 30, 23. Okay, so now print. So s1 now become an object which store the value of the student, where name is John and age is 23. So now print student, uh, yeah, print student, the class name, dot, and not student, it is s1. Actually I have created the object now, so s1 dot, and I'm using the method to display the student name and the age. display, display, sorry, display, yeah. And display, it is a function that I have to call it using this first bracket and end of the first bracket, that shift enter, and you can see it here, name John and age is 23. So yes, it's, so in this way you can create the object also. If you remove this first bracket and if you want to just print, you can see this is the method, and the method is the Python functions. So if you want to print the Python functions, so then return a Python function, that you have to using the call, that is first bracket. Okay, so now you can see here method student.display, and it is an object, but if you want to print it you have to call it. Okay, so yeah, in this way you can create any Python object. And now just I also want to show you the inheritance. How can you inherit from another class? So here I think I just copy this simple example so you can understand easily. I'm taking very simple example so you can understand easily. So I just do the right indentation, and okay, so yes, just do the right indentation, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so yeah, so yes, so here it is a class, is a keyword, and animal is a class name. Then inside this class I have defined a method speak. Just take the self argument, and speak method will return the print animal makes sound. And here I am using this animal as an inheriting the animal class, okay, inside the new class dog. So yeah, I have defined a new class then dog, then pass the already defined class is animal. And now just define using another method, def define for defining, and just the method name is bark, and passing the self, and print dog bark. Okay, so here I'm creating a object like d equal to dog object has been created. And yes, this object dog's object has been created, and now I can use the both functions speak and bark. Okay, so you can see speak and bark. But if I here using animal, only animal, the bark function will not work. Okay, because I'm not inherit the dog into the animal. So yes, if I creating object using animal, the bark function will not work, it will throw some error. Actually you can see the animal has no attribute bark. But if I comment out this, yes, just run it again, so you can see the only the speak method has been run. So yeah, animal makes sound, but bark is not running because I have created animal as an object. But if I create the dog object, then bark function will work because dog inherit from animal. So whatever the method inside the dog that will work, also the inherited from animal class. So whatever the method inside the animal class, it will also work. So this is simple inheriting. Okay, so it is the basics in Python, inheritance and the class and object. You can also do the encapsulations and the polymorphism. This is very also simple. You can just go over through it, and here are some example. Okay, so the main thing is OOPs, object oriented programming, is creating the class. Okay, so you can use the parent class, child class, and here you can just read this and just do the practice with this example so you can understand easily. So I'm not covering the whole thing in this single video because it's already too big. So I'm exactly covering what exactly you need to know to start the Python with web development, the machine learning, or whatever. So you can also check out the other things like polymorphism and the others. Okay, so I already have given the study mat in the description box. You can check it. But this is the important, the inheritance and the how can you create the classes and object. How can you using the object. So these are some important aspect in OOPs. Okay. So also I think the this Python tutorial has give you idea about the Python, how can you using the Python's list, tuple, dictionaries, loops, conditional statement, comprehension, string operator. What are the basics in Python I have already covered. Okay, so I will give you the this PDF or the HTML file. You can also check out the error handling. How can you handle the error with the try and except function, try and except. Okay, so this is I just explain it. Try and accept is nothing difficult. Okay, just copy it and paste it here. So yeah, try if this block have some values, have some error values, then you can create the except value error. Then the accept value error, and what is the value error? Please enter a valid integer. Okay, here if the num variable has not integer value, is a float value, then it will throw an value error. Okay, so if the zero division error happened, you can also define the zero division error. Like just type zero division error, then just print you cannot divide it by 0. Okay, then just type exception as e, whatever the exceptions it will be printed. So just print ape unexpected error and just pass the variable e, whatever the exceptions in these functions you can just uh, you can show it what is the error actually. Okay, otherwise if there is no error, nothing error with this code, so yeah, just print the result. Okay, so now just run it and you have to type enter a number, just type 3. So yeah, result is 33.333 because 100 divided by 3 is 3333. So finally is always run. So finally is this always runs. Okay, so yeah, again I'm running this, but this time I'm just type 0. So you can see the zero division error. So zero division error you have already defined with except block. So with the except block you have already defined zero division error. So you can see the syntax and don't mistake with spelling. Okay, so don't mistake with spelling with this value error, zero division error. It's already actually defined in Python, so don't mistake. Okay, so finally whatever the code inside the finally it will always run. You can see this always run. So whatever the code inside the finally block, it will always run. Okay, so here because you put the input, the num variable is 0, so it will raise the zero division error. You have already defined what it throws, so cannot divide it by zeros, this line. Okay, so in this way you can handle the error and exceptions. So to know more about this, you can ask the Gemini as well. Also you can, and also ask whatever you are using, like Claude, ChatGPT. So just uh, try to know more about this exception handling. I'm giving you just basic idea how can you handle the error. So if this code block has some error, then you can define the error. Okay, so it will print the exact error, what is the error. So you, in this way you can handle the errors. Okay, so yeah, so just go through this some of things. Okay, how can you open the file in Python, how can you write a file in Python, write any lines or sentence in, how can you create the txt file. Okay, so W is a write mode, R is a read mode. Okay, so just go through it. If you stuck with anything, just ask the any chat. Okay, chat AI agent like chat GPT, Claude, anything. Okay, so module or packages, you can use the module or packages by importing the package. Math is already predefined module or package in Python, you can use the math. Random is the already uh, mm, predefined module and Python package. And if you want to install some package, then you have to install pip install and then just type the package name whatever you want. If you creating some Python project, you will better know about these Python packages. So just create or do more Python projects, so you will have some better idea with Pythons. So I'm giving just a basic idea about the Python, how can you using this Python language in your project. Okay, so yeah, this is very basic to medium level tutorial. You just have some idea about Python. So yeah, you can check out this also, some of advanced concept, the decorators, generators, context manager. These are some the advanced concept. You can also check out this. I already have this HTML file and the PDF file in the description box. Okay, so now thank you friends, thank you for watching this tutorial. If any doubt you have, then put it in comment box. So yeah, I know this is very basic tutorial, and but this tutorial has been so lengthy, so I am stopping here. Okay, so but you can check out these remaining things also, but actually I have covered all the main and important topics in Python. So yeah, so now in the next video I can come up with the Python's projects or any some interesting tutorials. So yeah, goodbye friends, thank you for watching this video.